What's up, beauties? Welcome to today's live. Let me know if you're coming in. I'm just going to clean off some of my brushes. As you can see from my title, I do have a wedding reception, an outdoor wedding reception this afternoon, and I want to put some makeup on, not a lot. So I'm just cleaning off my brushes. I like to use a microfiber cloth. This is what I do in between. It takes all the pigment off. It's pretty freaking sweet, if you ask me. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. It is hot, so hot here. I haven't even decided what I'm going to do. I do know that I'm going to put a little bit of foundation on, a little bit of powder, a little bit of blush, a little bit of all that. I did pick up a new foundation. Hi, Kevin. How are you? Welcome. We connected this morning from Karen's. So welcome to the live stream. So I do have a makeup-based channel. I usually come on here when I do my lives. I'm usually doing something like that and chit-chatting as we go. I hope you're having a great day. It is Saturday. It is so hot here. Is anybody else having a heat wave? Because Ontario is having a freaking crazy heat wave. Let's see what the temperature is here right now. I was in my car and it was so hot. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Oh, anytime. Oh, no, am I buffering? Let me know if there's a problem. Yeah, it's 32 degrees here right now. I'm going to shut my Wi-Fi off on my phone. There's nobody else here, so it should work. But with the extreme heat, sometimes that does change. So just give this a thumbs up as you're coming in if you want. I am just going to try and put my makeup on. I haven't done a live stream in a few days. Oh, it's very hot there. Yeah, it's freaking hot everywhere. Where's my stuff? So I'm just going to cleanse oh, hey, Living the Dream, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm just going to take my homemade toner here and I'm going to just gently tone my face before I go in with anything else. I'm so glad that you are great, Vicki. Just give me one sec. I am doing great today as well. Like I said, I get to go to a wedding celebration. It's not a wedding. They're already married, but they decided they wanted to do a summer party. So it's going to be pretty exciting. All right, everything's all off. And we are going to just give that a second, and then I'm going to moisturize. So what is everybody's plans for the weekend? Do you have anything fun planned for today? I know it's Saturday, or it could be Sunday or Friday, depending on where you live. Yeah. I don't even know how that works. Yeah, I'm really excited. And I picked up a new foundation today, which, holy smokes, am I ever excited. I've used this foundation before. This is my summer foundation, L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. Such a good foundation. I went and picked it up this morning. I needed to. Hi, Melvin. How are you? I do not have a powder foundation. That is what I was thinking. And it's really limited here. Like, where I go and buy makeup is I go to the drugstore. Walmart in Canada is quite limited on what we have. So I don't have a lot of options for a powder foundation unless I go to Sephora. So yeah, it's kind of tricky. This one though, this foundation for the summer, I have wore it. My sister got married 3 years ago and it was the hottest day of the summer. I am not kidding. I couldn't move. It was so hot. Like my dress, I was a bridesmaid. Like my dress was like stuck to me. I was like, nope. I can't even, I had to change. It was so hot. This foundation held up through that whole day and night. I was so impressed. Yes, I'm going to be bringing powder with me and I'm going to be setting it. You're right. It will help. I am doing great. So I am ready to moisturize, which is honestly something I haven't been doing very much lately. This type of weather is really hard for me because I have so much natural oil in my skin that it's like sometimes I don't need to do, well, I definitely don't need to moisturize as much as I do in the winter, obviously, but is anybody else experiencing the buffer or is it just Vicky? I'm not sure. We have been having some serious weather issues here. Like today, it is so stinking hot. We have thunderstorm watches. This day honestly reminds me of my sister's wedding day. That day was so gross. And it rained and it was and we had tornado warnings. It was an awful day. My face feels nice now. Okay, so it's looking fine for you. So it might just be you, Vicky. I'm really sorry. I have been having a lot of problems with my live streams. As you guys may know, it took me 2 weeks into my summer vacation to get onto a live stream. I was super sad. I'm just taking my Touch and Soul No Pore Blend Primer. Okay, I love this stuff now. It took me a long time to like this primer, but I don't know what happened. I like it now. Because I know I've been back and forth and I use it and then I'm like, do I like it? Does it actually help? Does it do what it's supposed to? And now I think I finally like it. I just have to massage it into my face a little bit more than other primers, which is a little bit of an extra step. Some primers I can just go like this and it looks great. But then some primers, like, you have to really work it in. This one I find I have to work in a little bit more. There we go. I'm so excited to put this back on my face. It just gives such a nice radiant finish. And it's obviously a darker skin tone because can you guys tell, like, my tan? I wear sunscreen. It doesn't matter. All right, so it comes like that, brand new. This stuff's not cheap. I wanted to get it on sale, but I couldn't find it on sale. That was like kind of like my downside for the day. So I'm going to put this on with a sponge because honestly, I think it's the only way I've ever put it on. Just make sure your sponge is not like soaking like mine just was. Sometimes I find you have to throw them across the room. Sometimes you have to dampen them, leave them for a bit, and then wring them out because it's not always easy. I have really sensitive skin and that primer breaks you out. Oh, that is really I feel so bad for you. You get a lot of things that you can't use. That really sucks. So it's like this. I'm just going to go right in like this. I'm going to grab a mirror. Oh, I have a mirror right here. Maybe I should just use this one. What do you guys think? That really sucks. I'm lucky that I don't have a lot of skin issues for the most part, but so we're just going to tap that in. Stamp, 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 stamp. Can you guys hear it? Because I feel like I'm really loud. I'm sorry about the lighting in here right now too. Okay, so I love this foundation because it just gives a natural kind of look. Like from what I just used on one half of my face, it's covered enough that I don't really need to go, thank you, I don't need to go in heavy. So I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. This is my AOA Studio Mochi blender. I love this sponge so much. I like it better than the Beauty Blender. And does anybody actually use a real Beauty Blender anymore? Besides people that get that sent to them in PR? Because I don't understand. Oh, you know what? I didn't need to wear makeup today, but I just kind of wanted to I wanted to look nice. That's what I wanted to do. Yes, you do. Yeah, I love this foundation. Just take it a little there. So it's I do have to bronze it up a bit, but I'm just really happy that this is what I'm using today because it just gives you just a nice natural glow on top of your regular skin. You can build it up. So if you have blemishes, things like that, it is easy to blend. It is easy to build up. I don't have a lot of those skin concerns. That's not really what my foundation needs to do for me. My foundation for me just kind of needs to clear the canvas and just smooth it all together. My phone's vibe. I hear something. Here's it sounds like something's vibrating. All right. So because we're going for a lighter day today, I'm definitely not putting any concealer on because I don't. That honestly, concealer to me is the least desired step. I prefer to not use concealer because it just makes my freaking face look like crap. It is so humid here right now. It is ridiculous. It's 32 degrees before the humidex, but I do live in Southern Ontario, so we have a lot of humidity here. It's totally typical for this time of year. How is the weather there? All right, Vicki, hopefully it works and hopefully you're good to come back. Yes, the Real Technique blender was the first one I ever used. I loved that one. I only recently got a beauty blender, a real beauty blender, and I was like, $28, because in Canada it costs $28. And this one is $1. No, it's like $2 Canadian. This cost me $2 Canadian, and I love it, and I use it all the time, and you guys hear me talk about it. It's my cat. Hold on one second. Oh, you only get a dry heat? I've never really been anywhere where I experienced dry heat. Sorry, my cat is right here in this closet making funny sounds. Where is he? The German. I can hear one of the cats doing something, and I just can't figure out where they are. So sorry about that. All right. So foundation is Miss Kitty. I'm just going to leave the door open because I think one of them's in there, and I just don't know what the heck they're doing. So I'm taking my brightening powder because we're just going for some glow today and some brightness and some awesome. I'm going to take my Morphe. This is my new favorite. Oh, thank you so much. Well, it's pretty, my hair hates me. Sometimes it'll get really crazy and sometimes it'll flatten out for me. But today it's just the curl. This is my new favorite powder brush. This is my Morphe E49. This came from my Morphe, my Live Glam subscription. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to tap it in under my eyes. Oh my gosh, I love this brush. I can't believe I've gone this long without having a brush shaped like this. Oh yeah. Yeah, so you're pretty close to our heat index. It's pretty hot here. Good news though is where we're going today, because they're already married, which I'm digging this part. They have a pool. So it's kind of like a pool party too. So my sister and I are going to take our bathing suits. Oh my gosh, seriously? I am so happy with the application of this brush putting any type of powder on my face. Just saying. I'll take the whole brush with me today. Like, I just like it because I'm pressing it in and I can see that it's just, and I can feel, it feels so smooth. Oh, I love this powder too. This powder also came from Shop Miss A. It was $1 and it is out freaking standing. You want a good powder? It is so finely milled. Like, seriously. I'm going to sit here and talk about makeup. I needed this, guys. I really needed to be here. My phone is like twittering up. If anybody's on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me. I'm pretty active over there, as I am on Instagram. I try and keep up with all of my social media. I'm not always so good at it, but sometimes I try. So what's the weather there for you guys? I know, Melvin, you're in Florida. Princess Kevin, you are having a dry heat wave. I don't know where you live because we are new. We have just connected. How is it? How is the weather for you living the dream? And how is it for you, Vicky? Like, not really sure. I feel like silly kind of doing this, but I love it. I wish that this camera was giving you what I see here. Oh, it's hot and humid. So it's just hot and humid everywhere. It's just that time of year. I don't know what I want to use for my eyes, so I'm kind of thinking about that right now. Living the dream. I don't know if you saw, but I had a haul. I bought stuff, but that's okay because I'm not buying anything else for a really long time. That was like the end of it. That was only because it was on sale and they offered me the free shipping, and I know it was bad, but I did save for it, which is actually kind of funny because I like set that money aside and was like, if I can order something, I want to order this, and this is what I want to spend, and it was awesome. Yeah, your makeup and it's just so hard. And I have successfully saved a quarter of what I need for my new camera. So I'm really excited. I hope by the end of August, I will have saved everything I need, but I just don't know. You just never know. I'm going to pull this thing out from over here. So welcome if you guys are just coming in. Let me know. Give this a thumbs up. If you're here, I'm going to... This is another really good powder too from Shop Miss A. This is the soft light AOA powder, and the one I just used was the brightening. But seriously, this to me is the right size of powder. I don't know how many people are using this much powder. Like, I don't know. I can't use that much powder. Like this thing, I've been working on it for a while, and there's still so much in there. I don't use a lot of powder. Oh, thank you so much. I know. And you know what? I was like, I told her I wasn't going to do this. And you have been like my number. You were like the reason I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I should do it because I'm so proud of you and your no buy. But it came down to it that was just what I needed for my channel. I might even use that new palette that I got. But I'm so excited with those because I know going forward with my makeup channel the way, or my beauty channel, or whatever this channel is, I know going forward sort of where I want it to go. And I do know that I need to up my game when it comes to my palette reviews and my looks. And so I kind of wanted to start with something a little cheaper. And BH Cosmetics, if you guys haven't already seen that video, check it out, because I did a review on one of their new palettes. Thank you, Kevin, for hanging out with me. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us for our live stream. It was so nice to meet you. I can't wait to see you in the next one. I'll see you soon. Yeah, and everybody has to do our no buys for no reason. And it was just funny because I think going forward, BH Cosmetics for me might be the right type of cosmetic company, because so far I've tried 3 different products from them, like 3 different eyeshadow palettes, very different types of eyeshadow palettes. And their shadows are like, you don't hear people talk about them as much as I think that we should. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm really excited about that new stuff that I got, because I just love getting new things. And you know what? Hey, Neat Gifts, how are you? Welcome. We were just kind of talking about my no buy and how I bought some stuff. So if you guys haven't seen my haul video, check it out, because there are goodies. Yeah. Oh, you have the Shannon palette? I almost bought that once and I didn't. What the frig was I thinking? I don't know. Oh, and you know what? Oh, good. You're back, Vicki. I'm so glad. And actually, today is one of those days where I have like more time to be live than I anticipated. I kind of thought I would have to get off in an hour, so I have lots of time here. So I'm just going to be really doing this nice and slow. I hope everyone's having a great day. Make sure you guys give this a like if you are here. And if you guys want to share this out, that's okay. If you don't, that's okay too. I'm going to use my butter bronzer. I love this stuff. This is my favorite, my favorite, my favorite. Is it really? That's the Shannon palette? That's interesting. So like, have any of you ever tried a Natasha Denona palette? Okay, so this is my biggest beef with that. Why are they so much more money? I kind of get it. Like, I know it's much higher in quality, but it just seems a little bit on the outrageous side to me to pay that much money for an eyeshadow palette. Oh, okay. You have the mini ones. Those little mini ones though, they intrigued me because they're so much more affordable. Like, were they kind of like going with that for those to maybe because are the eyeshadows that good? Like, are they that good? Because somebody told me that they're worth it. And I was like, okay, so now I'm a little bit more intrigued, because I want to know. Oh, that's not stupid at all. I don't really know. No, I'm just kidding. I do kind of know. Pigments are supposed to be used like you would use them kind of as a topper. I've never used them, and you need some of them. I think have a little bit of a tackiness to them. The ones I have are just straight glitter pigments. So I need glitter glue for mine, but you basically would just like use these on a brush and you would just kind of like put them on. Hi, Real Brooklyn. How are you? So I think that's honestly, you're going to experience my first experience with the pigments, because I don't know. These are the ones that I pulled out from when I bought the BH Cosmetics kit. It was just here. This one is the one that calls to me. This green, holy smokes, guys. So I really do want to use this, but I do need to pick up some glitter glue. So I think NYX has a good one. I've seen Annabelle's Makeup Corner talk about that. So I think that's where I'm going to go. But there is never a stupid question ever when it comes to makeup. Trust me. Trust me. Because I still, you know what? I do my stuff different than like, if it works for you and it works for me, or it shouldn't bother anybody else. That's the way I see it. Maybe I'm crazy. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my bronzer just down my nose. I do this sometimes just for fun, just to give it a little bit more of a dimension. And I'll go a little bit there. I would normally use a contour, but today I'm being lazy. I'm just going in with bronzer. Just warms everything up. I do have quite the tan right now too. Like, I'm not trying to, but I'm just trying to make sure everything's all the same. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. So you can mix them together to make other colors. That's cool. Smart. I didn't know that. See, I need to learn these things. I am still learning. You have 4 of them that came with your Ipsy and you didn't know what to do. Yeah. So you know what? I haven't used them yet. That's my next step. I remember when I first started my channel, I have had so many things that I've taught myself how to do on YouTube. There are things that I sucked at before. Like I've just gotten better because I'm doing it on YouTube and because I'm doing it consistently and I'm practicing a lot more. So like one thing was my brows. I used to hate doing my brows on camera. I can do them now, like, because I'm a little bit better and it's a little easier, but it just always just takes practice. Winged liner was my big thing when I first started this channel, and I can do it now. So it doesn't always work, but for the most part it does. All right. And so if you guys are coming in and I haven't already said hi to you, hello. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I am just doing my makeup. We're getting ready. It's Saturday. I put earrings in, and it's funny because it's like a wedding reception that I could wear my outfit. Like I don't even need to get changed. I'll probably put a nicer shirt on. Interesting. That's awesome. I'm glad you said that. So, and like, that's what I love. That's amazing that they would be like dupes for each other, because it blows my mind how one can be so much more expensive than the other one. And if I can find something that works for me that isn't as expensive, that still works for me, good to go. Like the sponge only cost me $2. Works really well, and I really, really like it. Yes, and you can apply them like a press shadow. I haven't done that yet. They scare me. So I want to go in with some blush, but I don't know which one. Guys, I got so much stuff. Like so much stuff. I'm glad that I just like, I don't know if I want to use that. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this Becca bronzer over top of the other one. It's got a little bit more of a sheen to it. And today I just really want to glow. I'm going for the glow, guys. Yeah, just adding a little bit extra. I love this little Becca bronzer. It's got a little mirror. I will one day, I know I keep saying it, one day I will film using tiny makeup products. Like small like bronzers, small blushes. Oh, don't ever feel stupid. This is what I wish. I wish that when I had started YouTube, like live streams had been an option. I wish I could have like asked these questions to people I was watching. Like that's like really like, I know I've talked about her a lot, but like my first real YouTuber that I ever watched was Tati. And I still to this day, I'm like, she's still my favorite. I love her. I don't know which one I want to use. I have two choices for blush. I'm going to let you guys help me. Yes, a wet brush. I've heard that about the pigments. I do have pigments that aren't the glitter. Like, so these are the glitter collection. But I have loose pigments that I've just never used. So what do you guys think I should use? Should I use this Lancome blush? This is Sheer Amorose. Or should I try my Santi blush? Which one do you think? They're pretty similar. I don't know. Yes, I do. I use a wet brush a lot. I am digging my makeup so far, guys. Like, I'm like looking in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, I look good. I love doing my makeup. And I just sometimes just like love to just glow like this. Like, just like this could be enough for me. But it's not. I'm going to put blush on. So what do you guys think? Should I go with this one, Lancome, or should I go with my Santi? This is an expensive blush. I've had it for a long time. I really don't use it very often. I should use it. Oh, you're smart. I'm doing it. And then this one's my dollar blush from Shop Massé. Do you guys see like a pattern here? I love Shop Massé. So I'm going to go in a little bit with the Santi, and then I'm going to go in a little bit with the Lancome. Go on top, and we're just going to see how that goes. I haven't done this before with these two blushes. Actually, I haven't used this one in like so long. I do use the Santi one quite a bit though. And I do, or Santi, I don't know how you're supposed to say it. The one thing I like about it though is it cost me $1 and the color is buildable. Like it's not like crazy. I'm just going in a little bit more. I am kind of like, I'm a little bit darker than I normally am. Thank you. So I'm going in with this one because this one's just a little bit on the darker side, but mixed together, living the dream for the win. Always. I'm so glad you're here right now. I haven't seen you in any of my lives lately because I haven't been doing them. So this is where I'm really like, how many highlighters am I going to put on my face? Because there's a chance I've got 4 sitting here that I want, and I want to kind of use another one. I just don't know. I am going to do something though. I'm going to take my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, and I'm going to swirl into all 3 like that. And I'm going to set my whole face like that. And it's just going to give you a little bit more of a glow. I learned that from Tati. Oh, you study so much. I can't wait until you are all done and you are done your exams. We're going to have a party here on YouTube. That's for sure. This is a product that I want to use, but because of the situation, like, because I'm going to like an outdoor wedding today, I'm probably not going to, but look at this. I got this in my BH Cosmetics haul. This was $4. Do you see that? That is freaking awesome. Have a great day living the dream. I hope that you have a wonderful Saturday. I hope that studying doesn't suck too much. I know it's something you have to do, so just keep doing it. And we just love you. We love when you come hang out with us. I'm going to go in with this. This is my Dirty Little Secrets. This is the highlight I received in one of my, in my Yes Oh Yes. Look at that. Do you guys see that? It's freaking awesome. Let's go in for some more. Oh yeah. Let's go right up. All right, we're going in. Oh yeah. I love this highlight so much. It is just such a nice, like, glow. And it looks like it's going to be a blush. Like, when I first opened it, I was like, I don't get it. I don't understand why this looks like that, but it does. And it's very pigmented. Like, it's like very, like, bam, in your face. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like, I am freaking dazzling right now. That's the word I want to use. I want to use the word dazzling. So, I don't know. Let's look at this shit. Look at that. I want to put this on my face, but I shouldn't. I don't need to go too crazy, especially for my eyeshadow today. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go with some bronzer and just a little bit of shadow. We're really not going in today for a big thing. There is no point when you have to go outside like I do. So what I will use, we're just going to keep this. This is my spring summer glow look. That's what we're going to call it. I'm going to take some bronzer on a fluffy brush and I'm going to buff it into my crease just like that. This is seriously the easiest go-to summer look. I love doing this. I love to sometimes just toss a little bit of bronzer in the crease. A little bit of mascara. Like, just like, that's really pretty color too. I don't know. I feel really bronzy and really, like, glowy right now. I am so excited. I love this time of year. And I'm just so happy that I finally got a summer shade for my foundation, because my last video that I put makeup on in, I was like, oh, like, it was almost like I almost couldn't fix it. Hi, Karen. How are you? Welcome. I was just talking about how I'm just doing kind of a bronzy, glowy kind of vibe. I have a wedding reception later. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. We're just doing something. I was contemplating what I would do for my eyes, and I've decided I'm just going with bronzer, and I'm just going to take like a nice little shimmer shade and just pop it on top. I am so excited you came here today. We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out, talking about some makeup, doing some cool stuff. I have about another half hour that I can stay on. So yeah, I needed this. I needed to sit down and put makeup on, because I am really happy right now. So how are you? I know, I'm so excited you're here. I always miss, sometimes I miss your live, sometimes you miss mine, but that's okay. I always watch them after. Yes, happy. So I get to go to a wedding reception today, but my husband's not home, so he's not going. He's working. I'm going to take a little bit. I want to add a little bit of highlight. A little bit more. I need a little bit more. I'm going in with my The Bomb. I'm going in with Cindy Lou and Mary Lou. Like the full size of these are really expensive. Like I saw them at Shoppers Drug Mart today and they were like $30 for one pan. And I was like, oh, I like this, these small ones because these are perfect. They're just perfect. I know. I love when you come hang out with me live. I was having technical difficulties there for a while. I was unable to go live at all, which really sucked. Brow pencil, brow pencil. Get a brow pencil, Amanda. This is my Glamo Brow. I love the name of that. I love the name Glamo Brow. This is by Rodeo Cosmetics. I got this in a tribe box, I do believe. I love this. It's just a nice microfine point like that. Just really easy to use, like seriously. Especially for like a really hot day like today. I'm just going in really nice and natural. You only wear 2 colors? That's okay. You just keep practicing. My go-to for eyeshadow is 3 colors. I don't like to go over 3 unless I'm doing like an actual look, like where it requires a little bit more work. I try to stick with 3 eyeshadows. On a day like today, I'm probably just going to use the bronzer and 1 shadow, maybe 2, just to keep it a natural kind of look. I haven't tried the NYX brow pencil, but I have heard that it is very similar to this one. This one's not cheap though, because I did see it at Shoppers Drug Mart, and I was like, whoa. You put a dark color in the crease and a light color on top. It's usually, I usually do 2 in the crease. So I'll go in with a transition shade, and then I will take the second shade and I will focus it on the outer corner and I will drag it through the crease just a little bit lower. And then I will take like a topper shade usually. And I think that, you know what, I've got the bronzer on, but I want to just put a little bit of dimension on the outer corner of my lid right now. So I am going to do that. And I'm just trying to figure out what palette. I think I'm just going to go on with this one because it's in front of me. This is my IBY. You haven't seen it. I'm filming one palette, 4 looks. What do you guys think? How do you think it's turning out so far? It's intimidating. So all I'm doing for this though is I'm just going into this shade right here, Silent Disco. That's a sweet name. Have you guys ever been to a Silent Disco? Because I have. So when I was in Dominican, they had silent discos. So they give you like headphones, and there's 3 different channels, and you just wear these big headphones, and it's like a dance. And when you take them off, everybody's dancing, but you can't hear the music. And the best part was when Don't Stop Believing by Journey came on, the entire room started singing with their headphones on. So like I like took mine off and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever experienced. And I met people in Punta Cana that said that they had been to weddings like that before. I love this eyeshadow palette. This eyeshadow palette is a win for me because it is so pigmented and it just is easy to use. And it came in my Tribe Beauty box. I know I said I was only going to use the bronzer, but I have such a hard time not continuing. Oh, you love Journey too? I love Journey. I've never been to seen them in concert, but oh man, 18 concerts. Good for you. That's awesome. I think that the one band I've seen the most in concert would be the Guess Who. I've seen the Guess Who like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 times. I think I saw them for the first time when I was 15 with my mom. Because I live in Toronto. I live close to Toronto too. So we have the Molson. It used to be called the Molson Amphitheater. Now it's called the Budweiser Stage, but it's an outdoor venue. So it's like we have lawn seats and then there's actual seats that's covered. And we always go and we just sit on the lawn. Last summer we went and saw, I saw Lynyrd Skynyrd and ZZ Top, and it was the craziest concert of my life. And you know what the worst part about the Lynyrd Skynyrd concert being the craziest one I've ever experienced in my entire life. 3 weeks prior, I had been at the exact same venue for a Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie concert, and it was more chill. And Marilyn Manson didn't go on stage. And it was more chill than the Lynyrd Skynyrd concert. That's telling you something. Hey, Matthew, how are you? Just hanging out, just putting some eyeshadow on, getting ready. Got to go to a wedding thing. I am obsessed with this eyeshadow palette. I can't keep saying it. You had the Rolling Stones there. That's awesome. I've seen the Rolling Stones once, and I wasn't impressed with them, but it wasn't their fault. That was the time, because I'm from Toronto, we had that SARS stock when the whole SARS epidemic came about. Justin Timberlake played, AC/DC played, the Guess Who played, the Tea Party played, so many people played. Rush played, there were awesome people. Wow, congratulations. But we saw the Rolling Stones. I don't know if I had something in my teeth or not. I saw the Rolling Stones. They were the headliners, them and Justin Timberlake. And that was the concert that I don't know if you guys ever saw, but people were hucking water bottles at Justin Timberlake on stage. And he came out and sang with the Rolling Stones, and it was pretty cool. But AC/DC stole that show from them. AC/DC, the ground was vibrating. Okay, thank you so much, Karen. I hope you, if I'm not here when you get back, I hope you have a great Saturday, and hopefully I will see you in your next live. And I'm probably going to plan to do another one tomorrow, maybe a chit chat with Manders in the morning. So thank you so much. So that is what I have so far for my eyeshadow. I do know what I want to put on next, but I just need to find it. I don't know where all my stuff is. I'm just rearranging my room. Oh, I've seen AC/DC twice now, and they're so freaking good. Love AC/DC. Yeah, so I've moved everything in my stuff. I'm not really sure where I put everything. I know. I found it. I want this. So this is my Metal Shock, my Essence Metal Shock liquid eyeshadow in the shade that I should remember, Stars and Stories. I use this all the time. I love it so much. It's so freaking easy to use. I'm going to show you. This is all it is. You just take it. Give me a sec. Do you see that? Do you see how pretty that is? This is just such a nice, it's just such a nice product. And I just go halfway, and I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to go in the other one. That's awesome, Matthew. I don't know if I'll be able to watch today, only because I have to go out, but I might be able to. Never know. It is just, seriously, this is my favorite eyeshadow. And this is honestly, on a regular day-to-day, this is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing 2 eyeshadow colors, probably a bronzer because I'm very lazy. And then I'm putting this on top. Or I'm going to put one of my AOA liquid, those cream to liquid ones that I have, or cream to powder. They're just so easy to use. So I am going to go back in. I'm going to go back in with Silent Disco. I love the name of it now. I'm just super excited that it's called that. And I'm just cleaning up that edge, going in, doing totally what I said I wasn't going to do, and do a whole eyeshadow look. But cool. I don't mind. I'm okay with that. I'm going to go in again. And there we go. Eyeshadow is on. It's hot in here. It's hot in here, but I have Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and that stuff is like glue your makeup. to your face. But I kind of want to try my hard candy setting spray today to see if that does like combats like any of the humidity. I don't know if it will. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm going to put, yes, we have a heat advisory too, Matthew. Make sure that you guys stay safe today. Everybody drinks lots of water. It is just so stinking hot out. I'm going to use the mirror in my new palette, even though I haven't used this new palette yet. Oh my gosh. So many fun looks for me. So I'm using my deck of Scarlet. This is my Brent Babe. All right, are you guys ready for a story? You guys want to hear what happened to me last night? You sent me a video. That's awesome. So I'm going to tell you guys a story. I'm going to tell you what happened to me yesterday. So I don't know if I've really... Hi, Rena. How are you? Welcome. Yes, thank you so much. That's so nice. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with me. So I'm going to tell you guys a funny story. So I don't know if I've ever told anyone this on my YouTube channel, but you know how some people are like afraid of birds or like, or not afraid of birds, afraid of snakes or like spiders. Well, I have an irrational fear of birds. That's why I said birds first. So I hate birds. They scare the bejesus out of me. Like they scare me. I'm scared of them, especially on an indoor situation. And last night I woke up to go to the bathroom. And the way that my bedroom is that we have a walk-through closet. So we walk through the closet to get to the washroom. So I was standing in the closet and I could see something out of the corner of my eye fly across. And it kind of looked like a moth. And I was like, because the cat was sitting there staring at this thing. And my cat's just like very like inquisitive. He just sits there. So I'm looking and I can figure out what it is. It's a freaking bat. So for some reason I didn't react. I was like, okay, calm and collected. What do? I'm going to go in, I'm going to close the door, and I'm going to put towels, I'm going to get the cats out, and I'm going to leave it. Like, I was just, like, so rational about the whole situation. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. We're just going to do this. I thought I heard my dad downstairs, but I was like, no, I'll leave him. My husband was still sleeping. I didn't want to wake him up. So I left the bat in the bathroom. If I would have just gone in there and opened the window, the bat would have flown away. But I was too, because of my irrational fear of birds, bats kind of fall into that category. And anybody who is new to my live, welcome. I'll finish my story in a second. You guys can connect if you want. However, I just want everybody to know if you want to connect with somebody and they don't get you back, we all try. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But if you guys do want to connect with each other, that's awesome. I'm okay with that in my chats. But we do have my mods in here who will retract any spam words. So continuing with my story. I could have got the bat out. I didn't. I left it there. And then I finally went to sleep. Sort of. So it was that 3:00 in the morning. And so you can imagine, like, my anxiety was there, but it wasn't setting in, I think, because I was so tired. So I came in the other room. I was like, I'm not going back in there. I slept in the kids' room, like with my cat. And I was scared all night. And as soon as my husband woke up in the morning, I had left a note on the door. It said, there's a bat in here. Be careful. Well, he went in and he looked for it and he couldn't find it. So then he comes and tells me, he goes, it's not in there. And then I'm like, holy shoot, now I'm never going to sleep. So I was up from 3 on. I might have slept a little tiny bit, but for the most part, I was awake. So yesterday, about 10 o'clock, we're sitting there and he found it. Oh, hi, Lisa. Welcome. So he found it in my toilet brush holder because I said it has to be in there still because there's a lot of space in there for it to hide. So I figured it was behind my toilet and that was the only place we couldn't see. So Pat went to go take the toilet brush out of the holder, and it was in the holder, and he said it like went like spread wings and like hissed at him, and he just like he put the holder on it to hold it in, and he carried it outside. And the moment he came outside, I was sitting there, and he goes, I got the bat, and I saw him come out, and that was when my anxiety set in, and I was like, oh my god, what is happening? And I freaked out, and I was like, my skin was crawling, and then it was laying on the ground, and then my dad was like, what if it has rabies? And then I was like, oh my god, my cats. And I was literally losing my freaking mind yesterday. This went on for hours, where the moment that my mom said, I was like inconsolable. I haven't had an anxiety attack like related to something like that in a really long time. And then I had to clean the bathroom. It was just a freaking nightmare. Just a nightmare. That's what it was. It was a nightmare. But good news, we were able to, well, we killed the bat just because it was an accident. It just died whenever he was transporting it, but we would have done that anyways because we would have sent it off for testing, unfortunately, only because it was in the house and because sometimes you just want to be careful, especially when bats, because that happened in BC. A man was bit by a bat and he didn't notice. The bat had flown at him, but he didn't realize it had bit him, and it gave him rabies. So you got to be careful. It's not the first bat I've had in my house. However, it is the first one I've had here for a really long time, and it scared me. But I'm better today. Yesterday was like, I woke up and I was like, it's going to be a day. I am going to line my eyes a little using this. This is my deck of Scarlet eyeliner. So long story short, the bat came in my house, scared me half to death, and then it's gone now. This is my deck of Scarlet liner. I just want to add like a small little line. This is so good. Like, I'm at that point right now where there's no other eyeliner I want to use. This one is so easy. It is smooth. It glides on, and it's like a wet eyeliner. It's not dry. So really, it's just like, I'm so excited about this. Has anybody noticed that YouTube has unsubscribed you to people that you have been subscribed to for a long time? Because it tried to do that to me with you, Matthew. I went in to check your channel yesterday because I do that because I go through my list, and you weren't there. And I had to go back in. And at first it said I was not subscribed to you, and then it refreshed and said I was. So I think YouTube is glitching. Hi, Mary. How are you? Oh, welcome. It is so stinking hot here. I hope everybody is staying cool today. I know the heat waves are all over North America right now. Drink lots and lots of water. It is going to be a hot one. Okay, so it's doing it to other people too? All right, so I apologize if I'm normally like active on someone's channel and then I'm not, because I really go by my notifications a lot too. That really helps me yeah, the notifications, they did that. It's kind of annoying. So it's driving me a little crazy, but I'm working through it. I'm not getting so anxious about it. I get anxious about things and I shouldn't. Things that like the bat. Why was I so anxious yesterday? There was no reason for it. Yeah, the notifications are not working the way they were. Just because I can't find any of my other mascaras. We're going in with Butter London today. No. I just realized it's hot and I don't want to go outside. Okay, I'm going to put this on. But I'm only going to put a little bit on. Just a little. Oh, I'm so glad you guys all came to hang out this afternoon. This is great. Make sure if you guys do want to connect that you are connecting. I'm totally cool with it. You know what? I like this mascara more than I admit sometimes, but you have to like go in with a light hand. It's like one of those mascaras that if you like try and like go right in, it's crazy. I have to fix that. Sorry if it's shaking it. All right, I got it. I hate when that happens. Thank you. Yes, I did just reach 500. I think I hit that 2 days ago, and I was just like, what? How did that happen? I was super excited. 500 more, guys. My watch time is suffering, so you might see some more lives. You're going to see a lot more videos. I'm really like trying to up my game now. We're doing our best. And we're done. I'm gonna get some setting spray. I'll be right back. Because I'm going in with the all-nighter tonight because it's hot as heck. I will be right back. I have to use my little tiny one. It's all I have left. Out of all the setting sprays I've ever tried, this one is still my favorite. Okay, ready? No, my mascara is not dry yet. I don't want to do that yet. That's awesome, Melvin. Congratulations. Your watch time is good. That's good. 1 to 2 hours to get monetized. That's interesting. I usually stick it out for about an hour. Yeah, so I know I'm just waiting. I want my mascara to dry, so I'm just gonna Urban Decay's all-nighter. That was total overkill. But because it's so hot today, I did that so that my makeup's not gonna go anywhere. Or that's the hope. This setting spray, honestly, gotta get a little bit more. It's almost empty for one. But this setting spray is awesome. It was like yeah, see, it's done. It starts spraying like that, where it's like foamy. And a good way to set your setting spray into your face is just to tap it in with a beauty sponge after. And it helps lock everything in. Oh, yeah. Setting spray is like the best thing ever. And there are lots of different setting sprays. I'm going in with a second one now because I'm crazy. I'm going in with some Fix Plus because I really love the way that my skin looks when I'm using this one. It's really like, just gives you that kind of dewy look. Where is my fan? And then it took me a long time to get used to the MAC Fix Plus because you can see it's a lot wetter of a formula, but I just like to tap it in and it really just helps your makeup last. And there we go. I'm really happy with this look. You've never noticed a difference when you've used it. Have you ever used the Urban Decay one? Because this one is the one that honestly I notice the most. And there we go. Yeah, that's true. You're very smart. You're very smart, Karen. That's honestly what one of my biggest problems is. I don't stay live long enough. I know I should. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to take this green eyeliner and I'm going to put it in my waterline or like kind of just right here. I love this eyeliner. I love it because it's green and I have green eyes, so I kind of like to just so this is the Urban Decay all-nighter. It is awesome. If you can get it at Sephora. Now there are cheaper alternatives. You can go to the drugstore. Milani has one. I think Catrice has a really good one people really like. This one for me is just, it's a little higher end. It's really good. Some people use You're a fan of the dewy ones now. Yes. The MAC setting spray is really a good one for me for the most part. The Urban Decay one is more for like a hot day for me. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on my other eye. I got this in a BoxyCharm, I think. And it's a gel liner. And it's just, seriously, it will not budge. I've wore it before and I like it. I do have a fan on. There's one over top of me. I wish I had 3 fans blowing on me right now because it is so freaking hot in here. I'm sorry I keep moving this. I apologize. I am just all over the place today. Now, the next thing I do need a lip topper. I'm going to use my Appeal. This is from a BoxyCharm. I love this brand. Love this brand. Oh, yes. If you use it for your shadows, I love. This is my favorite lip topper. Out of all the lip toppers, this one. This is the one I love the most. Yes. Yeah, I love this gel liner. It's really nice. Actually, I need to put a little bit more on that side though. Huh, where did I put it? This is the story of my life. Where do I put my makeup after I use it? Well, it's nowhere to be found. Cool. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today and listening to my crazy bat story because that was pretty fun. What's everyone doing today? I'm getting ready. We're going to be going in about an hour and a half. Yeah, in about an hour and a half, I have to go to the wedding reception, which will be fun, except it's so hot. So hot. I'm just going to clean up my brushes while we talk. Thank you to everybody who shared this out. I am getting notifications that some of you have done that onto your community tab. That is so sweet of you. Thank you guys. It just helps so much. It is so wonderful. It is coming. So I'm sitting at it right now just because my live streams are a little bit harder to do. And today I wasn't too worried about it. But this is, so I'll turn my camera around. So this is actually my new beauty space right here. So this is my new filming area and I am loving it so much. This space has always been here, but this desk that I use I moved it so many times so far since I've changed my channel. Actually, hold on. Let's just put this right here. I'm going to move you. Yeah, I'm really loving this space that I've come up with. It's my kids' room, but they are my stepkids and they don't live here. So it's kind of like the spare room as well. So it works out. So this is the new space. And it's like the perfect size for me to sit. I love it so much. And I used to have a dresser here. And I've got rid of the dresser. I'm trying to sell it. It's huge. I am now dropping everything behind me. See, that's the problem. It looks so messy back there, but that's okay. I got a box fan just to blow on me, saves money and energy. Yep, that's right. I use the tall standing fans. You have a challenge. All right. Tell me what it is. I have so many challenges I have to film. I've been challenged to do the whipped cream and the pickle challenge. So I'm really excited. I have a couple tag videos I've been tagged in. I gotta do a whole bunch of stuff, but what is your challenge? Is this the one that you posted for that Carly Rose and Tiny Tube have to do too? So excited. I want a woman cave. I'm glad that you're still lurking. I love when you lurk. Even though I know you're supposed to be studying. I'm okay with that. A she shed. Yes, Amy's getting a she shed. That's what Amy told me. She was like, I want my husband to build me a she shed. And I was like, that's genius. I have my own she shed, but I share it with my husband. It's our pool house. That's where we hang out. That's like our outside area. I could. Oh, you want me to do a wing dye? Like right now? Or like on a video? Oh, that sounds exciting. Like a whole, like a winged liner? Or like a whole, like, wing dye? You'll have to explain this to me. Yeah, what was I saying? I forget what I was saying. Oh man, I've made it an hour. It's hard why is it so hard for me to stay live for an hour? I don't know what my problem is. I feel like I'm like always like, all right, see ya. That happened to me last week. That happened in my last live. I was here and there were people that were supposed to come see my house for a showing it was at 11:15. They were supposed to come. So I actually said, okay, I will do that. Send me all the information that I need and I will totally do your challenge. And I will totally tag you in it too. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they came half an hour early while I was on a live stream. And I was like, all I hear is, hello. And I'm like, what the freak? Oh, very nice. Yeah, I can totally do that. I'll do it. Thank you so much, Melvin. I am sweating my freaking butt off right now. It's so hot in here. So hot. Oh, well. You know what? I'm going to complain about the heat until the winter comes, and then I'm going to complain because it's snowing out. Oh, thank you so much. It is 34 degrees Celsius in Ontario right now. That is before the Humidex. So it's probably very similar to you. I don't know what the conversion is. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know what it would be Fahrenheit. You said it's really, really hot there, like 104. Is that with the humidity or without? It's warm here, for sure. It's probably close to 90 degrees. Close around that, I think. But with the humidity, it feels so much warmer. Insert me a little bit. Got all my stuff here. You stayed on for 2.5 hours today. That's awesome. Like, awesome. I've been here for an hour. Hi, Mary. How are you? Good morning. It is not the morning here, but it is the morning there. That's awesome. Where do you live? It is 1:43 here. My Twitter, all my Twittering. I am doing a collab. I'm just doing an epic collab. I'm leaving it at that. I'm really excited. I'm not giving nobody, not even like my closest friends, know the details. I am keeping it hush hush. I am super excited. Yeah. It's coming up soon. I'm really excited. 12:43 here. I haven't been live for a while. I try to when I can, but oh, that's so good, Matthew. Where are you getting a job? You live in California, so that's why. I'm in Ontario. We're in a totally different time zone. Rena's here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited. So, like, Winged Shadow. Cool. Totally going to do that. It makes me, hi, Jacqueline. How are you? You're in Texas. That's awesome. I have connected with a few channels from Texas already, and they're awesome. And I'm like, I want to go to Texas. I want to go everywhere in the States. If YouTube does anything for me, I want to travel to every single state. And I want to go to every single province in Canada because I am from Canada and I have never been west of Ontario. So if you know, like, the setup of Canada, west of Ontario is Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia. That's 4 provinces I've never seen. Plus, I've never been to Nunavut, Yukon, or the Northwest Territories. But it's very common. It's very common in Canada for, like, Western Canada to stick to Western Canada and for Eastern Canada to stick to Eastern Canada. And Ontario's, like, right in the middle. So we're kind of like, I go to the East Coast much more. Like, I have family there. That's awesome. I really hope you get that one. That'll be great. Yeah. And I want to live in a van. I want to do my YouTube channel out of a van. I want to have van life. What do you guys think? That's my husband's dream. Live in a van or an RV. And he said, he was like, you can have your makeup space. Like, we'll make sure you still have your filming area. Because I said, if you don't give me a filming area in our small space, it won't work. And so I will have like a small area, which whatever we decide to do won't happen for a few years. But I'm hoping that once my channel grows a little bit more, and then I'll be able to do a little bit more stuff. And that is honestly, if I can do YouTube and enjoy my life, that's what I want to do. I hope you get hired too, Matthew. That will be so awesome for you. You never want to go to California. I have never been to California. You want to live in a tiny house? I also want a tiny house. Tiny houses are so cool. My sister wants a tiny house. I'm like, you have 4 kids. You can't live in a tiny house. I could get away with it. I don't have any. Oh, that sucks, Matthew. Well, hopefully this next job you're gonna get it, and you're just gonna keep on trying. You know what I am going to do? Give me 1 second. I'm going to get my oils, and I'm going to put my oils on now, because that's also a routine that I do. And if you guys don't care, just tell me. Say I don't want to hear you talk about your oils. I am in no way going to ever push you to want to use essential oils. But it's just something I use, and sometimes people like to hear why I use them. So if you guys want to hear that, let me know. I do have to get them, though, so just give me 1 second. I have a couple that I use daily just to kind of help with hormones. Sorry, I hit the screen. Well, I'm back. Yeah, I want to go to Europe too. I want to go everywhere. I want to see the world. That's what I've always wanted to do. And I'm honestly, I'm like from a small town. Like I don't go anywhere. I've been to Florida. You worked at Farm Fresh. Joy. This is my #1 oil. You know why? Because it makes me joyful. I don't know why. Yes, I do use them for my hormones as well. I have to use clary sage. I have, sorry, I'm just going to, you're supposed to put a drop of joy over your heart. So that's what I'm doing. And now I'm going to rub it in. It really does promote a lot of positive thinking for me. And you know what? That is the way your brain works. Your brain, there are sometimes scents can help. Now, it's an oil, so it's a little bit different. You love essential oils too. This one's my favorite. This has rose oil in it. Oh, they help me hormonally for the most part, and a little bit emotionally. Like I have severe anxiety, and if I can use something natural to help curb my anxiety, I will do that. Yesterday, I had that bat situation. I literally had to lay in bed for 3 hours. 3 hours it took me to come down from that attack. And it wasn't that I was having a full-blown attack, but sometimes when I have an anxiety attack, I will not be able to do anything for a while. So it depends on the oil. This one has a carrier oil already in it, and I do not have sensitive skin. I suggest to anybody else, dilute your oils. I would never want anyone to get burnt by them. I also use this one. This one it's a PPP. This is a yam extract from Young Living only. It's supposed to be really good for people that have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is something that I do have. Oh, and you don't anymore? Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. I have been able to successfully stop being medicated for my anxiety twice in my life. I'm on the path right now to hopefully not need it, but anxiety is real. Like, and my doctor, he explained it to me. Yeah, Kmart is gone. We used to have it in Canada. I loved it. What was I saying? Yeah, my anxiety, it's just, it gets better and then it gets worse. I'm at a point where my doctor said it's almost like yeah. And he said, like, my brain just doesn't want to do some things. He said it's very, very hard. Hypnosis, I was able to use hypnosis once for my anxiety. My dad is a hypnotherapist, but he can't hypnotize me for that because it's kind of personal. So if you have like a stranger do it, it's a lot easier, and it was very successful. But I believe in all that stuff. Like my sister does Reiki. She's Reiki certified, and she did it on me a couple weeks ago, and I was like, yes. Cognitive behavior skills. And you know what's funny? I am a behavior therapist. Like I have extensive behavior. Like I have all of those skills. Like I know how to change my behavior. I know how to talk myself out of something, but for some reason my body just doesn't like me. And I cry a lot when I have anxiety. That's the worst part. Yeah, you don't want negative people. Negative people make it so much worse. So, but I use my oils. They help me emotionally. They just make me feel happy. I don't use them all the time. I used to use them daily, and I've kind of got out of the habit, and I still use them. Like this one, Peace and Calming, my favorite. Anything with blue tansy oil, I'm pretty drawn to. Yeah, I don't want negative people. I have encountered a few negative people here on YouTube that I have successfully been able to, like, it's an easy thing to get rid of somebody that is negative to you, but it's just not a fun thing to have to go through. Yes. Yes. So you're actually, you're a psychologist. That's awesome. Lupus. Oh, I'm so happy that you were doing that. And you know what? That's I think what a lot of people do with their YouTube channels. Like it's really helping a lot of people with maybe social anxieties. I don't know. It's starting a YouTube channel is not what I thought it was going to be. I don't know what I ever thought it was going to be, but it is not what I thought it was going to be. I've made some of I've met some of the nicest people. I have made awesome friends through YouTube. And I get to do what I want. I get to do what is making me happy. And I get to support other people who are doing what makes them happy. And that's what I want to do. I hope you know what, Mary, if you ever need anything, let me know. I am always around. I'm off for the whole summer. It's pretty cool. My doctor has asked me if I want to stop working before. I don't have to. I could if I could totally get away with it. I could probably be on disability, but I don't want to. I want to work. I love my job. I can do my job. My anxiety gets in the way sometimes, but I have a job that's flexible enough that like, it's awesome. I use Young Living only. I used to be a distributor. I'm not anymore. I let my sister kind of take over for me because I'm doing this now. It seemed like a conflict of interest to me. So I don't mind talking about my stuff, but I don't promote it because I don't actually sell it. It is a full-time job. You are right. My favorites for my anxiety are lavender, because lavender oil is just like, it's the Swiss Army knife, and Peace and Calming. So that is this one is the one I use the most. It helps me. Some people, the thing with essential oils is it doesn't always work for everybody. That's why it's so tricky. I have a friend who has a scanner that actually like scans the frequencies in your bodies, if you believe things like that. And it tells you sort of what oils you're like what frequencies the oils are not meeting up. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? I want to do a video on the iTovi scanner. I want to actually do a video where I scan myself and show you how it works, because it's so cool. And I can get away with it now because I'm not a Young Living distributor. I hated lavender until I found Young Living. I love lavender now. It was one of those oils that I needed so much that I actually disliked the scent of. Lavender just gets me through my day. And I diffuse my oils a lot. Lavender and orange is my favorite combination. I use orange all the time. Orange is a very uplifting oil. It is probably one of my happiest scents. Like I find when I smell orange, I smell happy. Yes, always. Yeah, they just make me happy. And you know what? If I'm happy, who cares? My makeup makes me happy. That's why I put my makeup on. I will. All right, I'm going to actually probably see that person who has it, and I'll talk to her and see if she wants to come on, because she would actually explain it better than me. I do have a lot of knowledge in essential oils, but I really want my YouTube channel to be sort of in this direction. That's awesome. I'll totally do that. I do makeup all the time. This is the first real full face I've worn in a while, but I needed this foundation. Like I needed my summer foundation. Every summer I buy this foundation in this shade, and it is just the nicest freaking thing. Hi, Casey. Is it Casey or is it Kessie? Let me know if I'm right, first or second. Welcome. We are just hanging out. I put my makeup on. Okay, so Kessie. It's so nice to meet you. Welcome. I don't think you've been in one of my lives before. Thanks, everybody. I'm so excited you guys are here. We were just chit-chatting about some essential oils. So some people don't know either. Another big thing with essential oils is there is no regulation on it. Any essential oil company can advertise 100% pure essential oil because there is 100% pure essential oil in there. But they can add things. So it's really tricky. That's why I'm always like, be careful when you try something. And with that being said, I'm not saying you need to use Young Living. All I care about is that you're being safe. Essential oils can be very misleading, and I don't ever want anyone to hurt themselves. That's sort of what I get at. I put my Young Living on my skin personally. That's me. They say don't do that. Some people do, some people don't. It all depends. If you have somebody tell you you should ingest essential oils, I do not recommend doing that unless you've done a lot of research. I do sometimes. Sometimes I ingest them, but that's okay. I'm comfortable to do that. Like my peppermint oil helps with my heartburn, so I do use it for that. But that's my disclaimer. I'm tired. I don't know how I'm gonna last all day at this freaking wedding, and it's so hot. And there's a breeze, but it's not much of a breeze. So how is everybody? Does anybody have any plans for this afternoon or tonight? You have no breeze in your house. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry. That sounds awful. Do you have fans? You have fans? AC? We have air conditioning, but we live in a freaking farmhouse. Like, this house is old. My great-great-grandfather built this house. It has been redone completely, but the problem is it's still old. So the upstairs where I live is really hard to cool down. It does cool down eventually, but last night, like I sleep with a fan blowing on me, and it's still very hot up here. But it's because it's a really old farmhouse. And my dad always tells me when I complain about it that he should have lived here when he did as a child. Because like my uncle lives next door. Thank you so much, Karen, for hanging out. Oh, do it. I wish I could have one. I might power nap before I go or on the way. Have a great day, sweetie. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, it gets hot here. Hot. And the house next door, like my grandparents, my uncle's house, because they're both family houses. That house doesn't have air conditioning and is hot. Hot. And my uncle still sleeps upstairs in that house. I don't know how. It's so hot in there. So I just want to make sure I have everybody. I have Jacqueline in here. I have Matthew in here. Mary's in here. Karen just left. Is that Kessie? You're in here. Is Melvin still here? Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It says we have 6 in here hanging out. I am getting close to a wrap up. Yeah, it's oh, you're still here, Rena. Awesome. And Lisa, the heat and get to it, just like the people. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, I'm a 4-season location, so I never really get used to it. I love the heat though. Don't get me wrong, summer is my favorite, but it's hard when I'm like, I don't want to be unable to cool down. So that's awesome. So I think we're going to stay on for about another 10 minutes. So I'm probably going to go because I don't know what else I have to do today. And I need to find a different shirt to wear because this one's like a workout top. And I think that it's probably just more not appropriate for me to wear to a wedding reception. Even though it's really not a wedding reception. It's kind of like a party. Because they already got married. And it's not like they're no formal attire. I don't think she has a dress. You might go swimming. Yes, I will be going swimming at the party because they have a pool there. And if I wasn't going there, thank you, Melvin. If I wasn't going there, I would be staying home and going swimming because I do have a pool here. I go swimming every day. My back has been hurting a lot. So I actually haven't gone in a few days because my back hurts. I have to realize that I can't move and catch kids in the pool like I used to. Like I love swimming. I love I love when people bring their kids over and like I get to go swimming and I get to play with them and I get to teach them stuff. Like that's my happy place. But I like to like throw them in the pool or like we like to play games and I catch them and my back can't handle it anymore. So guys, I am gonna wrap it up. I need to go get some water. Oh, that sucks. I can't even imagine, Mary. I hope that you have a good day, though, and that you are feeling good today, and that hopefully message me if anybody wants to message me and ask me about the essential oils. I am on Instagram. Look for Manders Beauties. You'll find me. You don't know how to swim? I could teach you how to swim. I could teach anybody how to swim. I do teach adults how to swim. I think it's because of my knowledge of anxiety. Because I totally get why anybody would be afraid of swimming. Because swimming is scary. Water is scary. If you don't know how to swim, I highly recommend don't go in the water. Thank you so much. Yes, I do have a pool, and I love swimming. Swim all the time. All right, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You guys are amazing. Thank you for hanging out. I love you all, and I will see you in my next one. I will talk to you.